So guys, I just finished setting up my apiary. As you can see, just have a few beehives, and I managed to successfully bring in some bees because I think it will take quite a while for the bees to enter because it's now kind of the dry season, like the summer, and we don't have pretty much bees around. So I brought bees from one of the beehives, and as you can see, the beehive is full of bees. I don't think whether I can zoom well enough here for you guys to see, but yeah, this is the hive I'm focusing on, and as you can see, there are a lot of bees outside here, and they swarming around. I actually moved them overnight. uh, I expected the hive, and I found that the bees are so much, and the colony is very strong. And as you can see, some of the bees are even outside the beehive. So carrying the bees wasn't that difficult anyway, but you need two people for you to be able to manage to put the bees into a sack. Like you can see the sacks down here. I just put the bees into a sack and I carried them overnight with my vehicle, and they were able to successfully come to this location. But once I brought them overnight, I left them like for 24 hours because I wanted the bees to reorient themselves. I wanted them to to do some kind of a reorientation, and I brought them, I put them somewhere throughout the day. They were in a sack, and then I waited till evening, like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and then I moved them to this location. Then I opened the sack and I left there overnight. So when they woke up, then they started roaming around. If you can see, they are still roaming around, and if you can notice, there are some two branches of leaves from each side. So I did this because it's a technique that you do to them. So if you put those branches of leaves on the work up, they are going to maneuver around and to start walking around those branches and trying to know that they will notice that the branches, that this is a new location because they of the branches. So they are going to see this is a new location, then they are going to survey around. Like the whole day they've been surveying. I did that yesterday. As you can see, they are swarming around. They're pretty much noise. These are the foragers trying to look what is around and trying to survey the area. And the bees today are quite aggressive because they're in a new location. There's a little bit much of noise, but I think they are going to survive. So let's see how it's going to turn out. You can see my apiary, the way I set up. I put some bit of grass on top because it's a bit hot and sunny through the day, and so I put them a bit of shade. I didn't want to put kind of iron sheets, no, because they would be also not cool. So I improvised and put some kind of grass so that now the area looks very cool during the day. Yes, and the bees are not they are not suffering from direct sunlight. As you can see from their two tins I've hung next to the bees. As you can see, there's one tin there and there's another one. Those are just tins of water. I don't know whether you can see clearly, but there are bees roaming all around that place and trying to drink some water, trying to feed from the water. And then the hive is very strong. I opened, there's plenty of honey, but I will not want to harvest it now. I don't want to harvest it now because we've just moved this colony. So I want it to be a bit stronger for like weeks, like 2 3 weeks, maybe a month. Then I can think of now splitting the hives. I don't know whether I should split it now or not, but what guys do you think? Because there are plenty of bees even outside. From this side you can notice some bees. That hive, this black teeny stuff, you can see there are bees. You can see from this other side it's full of bees. So I think it's the right time for them to move, but it's a new venture for me, it's a new experience for me. So I'm going to try to engage experts and see how it's going to move. Then another tip on moving these hives: make sure you're two people, don't go alone because it's a lot of work. Especially if you're a beginner, you need to have someone who has experience so that at least you can put them in the hive. Then don't go there without beekeeping suit. I can put the link below for those who need the beekeeping suits. and don't go there without beekeeping suit. Go during the night. I think the bees move best at night, because if you put them in the trunk of the car and then just drive slowly, then they are going to reach the destination. But during the day, they are very aggressive, and the African bees, they are quite very aggressive as compared to European bees. So I think it won't be a good idea for you to transport them during the day. So just sacrifice, move during the night, and you're going to get them to their destination. Then don't, once you reach the site, don't open them immediately. Just leave them there for quite a bit of time, like the entire day, so that they know that things have changed. And but if you move them, especially if you are moving them just within meters from where the hive was, then chances are either the next day you're going to find them back to the previous location. So ensure that if you're moving them, leave them. Actually, it's recommended to leave them for 24 hours to 72 hours, so that now they can be able to reorient themselves and try to survey and know the new location, and then they're not going to move back to the place they were before. So that is what I've done. So yeah, guys, welcome. So I'm still going to add more hives here. This is as you can see down there, is kind of Langstroth hives, but not really. They are not Langstroth hives. Like the modern hives, where now you put the super down, and then on the top you're going to add now the box. This, the down is the brood box, and the up is the super. So as you can see, I've just put the brood box there, and then we hope then in due time we're going to put the super up there. So let's wait and let's see how this goes. So guys, welcome, engage me anytime, give me your experiences on moving bees. It wasn't that easy, but one thing I know, that in this venture of beekeeping, you can't stay away from stings. So you're going to receive one or two bee stings, but you have to be strong. Don't panic, just move the bees. Make sure you have the right tools, the smoker, you have the beekeeping suit full of it, so you're not going to have much of time. So anyway, guys, let me move. We're going to engage more. Okay.